All right, we are live. Thanks for everyone for joining. So we're gonna do profile reviews today again. There are also some updates that Fiverr have implemented. Thank you guys for joining. Wherever you're joining from, X or YouTube, let me know in the comments where are you joining from currently, in which location you are, in which country you are. And we'll do profile reviews, but you will see the link actually in the chat. It's pinned. It's actually on YouTube, but you should be able to see it on X as well. So feel free to go to that link and you can actually leave a comment with your Fiverr username. And I'm going to go based on that link and give you the review of your profiles. Orhan, thanks for joining. Maria, thank you for joining. Dave, thanks for joining. Sahar, thank you for joining. Let me know, guys, where you're joining from in the comments. I'm going to do profile reviews. I'm going to help you with your profiles. There have been also news since last night about Instagram. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about what's happening on, on Fiverr. They've been a new exciting feature, a lot of features. So yeah, you can see the pinned comment on YouTube. If you click there, you will see actually the. Let me go and share my screen so you guys can see what is happening. So if you go to the, so you should be able to see the screen now. So if you go to this post, you will be able to see the link pinned in the comment. You can leave your Fiverr, so we see people are leaving. So I'm gonna go based on here, based on someone who left their profile earlier, and you guys can just leave your profile. Don't need to leave it multiple times, just only once. And I will go over and give you some tips. And if you have any questions, you can also write your questions. If you have any issues with Fiverr, anything that you are struggling with, feel free to write in the chat as well. And again, if you want to skip the line, as it happened before, you can feel free to leave a donation. It can be anything actually. I don't really care, but that's how it worked last time. And then the line can be skipped, and I'm gonna review your account right away. So obviously, if you have multiple people who will donate, it will still require some time to wait for another person. But still, yeah, I'm just gonna go based on that list. You guys can see what I'm gonna say, and hopefully your Fiverr journey can be good. So we have. Let me go here. The first profile. Let me just share my screen in a second. So, and guys, let me know where you're joining from as well. I see a lot of people who have from Macedonia, from Pakistan, from Nigeria. Let me know where are you coming from as well. And I'm gonna share my screen just in a second and start with the first profile. So yeah, but feel free to leave a comment there, and I'm gonna review your profile. Nice. We have someone from Tunisia as well. Okay, so we have the first profile. Again, this happened as well last time, guys. If you don't have a gig on your profile, there is not much to review, to be honest. So I hope next time you can have a gig and we can review your profile. But I'm just gonna go based on our list. So let's go for the second person we have here. Yeah. All right, we have Lewis and Co. So I like the intro video, like that you have it.
Hello and welcome to my gig. I am Lewis Motugin Konge and I am a content creator. I have been able to grow my TikTok page from.
I like the video, but I will suggest like the first 2 to 3 seconds, you should be actually already there. So for example, I think I will show you some other examples, but it's very important. Like once, if you have an intro video, you need to have like you are right in the video, because people might, for example, I go there and you're not there, and it's been like 1, 2, and then you're coming. So it's cool. It has some kind of, I would say, something, but it's important to still have just your video in the first 1 to 2 seconds. You have gigs, good. I will definitely add videos, all the videos to all of your gigs. Looks like you're doing similar service as me. And one of the things I wanted to see here. So just remember about this as well. I'll promote and grow your Instagram page organically with daily interactions. So be careful, because when you start to become like very specific, for example, I will deliver your logo in 24 hours, I will do this, I will do that, you're putting too much risks on in the future. Because what if you have like 50 orders and you won't be able to deliver in 24 hours? So I will avoid even like these like daily interactions, because maybe you're going to miss one day and people will be like, oh, why you didn't do it? But you actually promised that you're going to do it. So just be careful with what you are writing in your gigs, just to protect yourself. And the other thing as well, I see you don't have any FAQ. So for example, if you take a look at, I'll just give you an example in my case, because we're offering similar service. You can see in my case, so I go here, there is information. I do say like we have limited slots. I mean, it's true actually, but that encouraged people to, I guess, to place an order. But I'm going to be updating my gig description, because I want to improve some things and change some things. So but this is very important, because first of all, you want to give you want to have some disclaimers, because you never know when you're managing Instagram account, when you're managing page, you never know what can happen. And I hope nothing happens to your profile, like to your client's profile, but you cannot guarantee, because it's not going to be your fault, but it can be the client can post something that they should not be posting. I mean, it happened in our case. There were cases where accounts could get in danger, but it's not necessarily because we are doing something wrong, but because the clients can be doing, or it can happen randomly as well. So just please make sure you protect yourself and you actually put something in the FAQ, especially if you're dealing with social media, if you're dealing with like, I don't know, like, social media accounts, because you cannot give the guarantee. I remember we had a nightmare like a few years ago. Instagram was very, very sensitive, and we had some clients that got in trouble, and we had to help them. It was really, really, really stressful period, but we were able to pass through it. So yeah, very, very important to make sure you are actually protecting yourself in some way. So guys, if you're joining now, I'm gonna go. So I pinned you can see in the pinned comment, the link. You can actually leave there under the post, YouTube post, your profile, and I'm gonna go over. If you have a question, feel free to ask in the chat. Like you're struggling, something is going wrong, feel free to ask. I'm gonna go and check your check your question, and maybe we can discuss about the issue that you're having. One thing I wanted to bring as well before I go to the next profile, I wanted to show you this, because this is something is interesting. Fiverr is doing it. So now we are able to actually refer other freelancers. So this is something that is going to be very interesting. At first I was like, wow, this is this is really cool, and how much Fiverr will share. And then if you go through and see the details about Fiverr, they're going to be sharing 2.5% of the total order gross amount, including late extras, but excluding tips. So it's actually not too bad. I mean, right? Alosha is also here. You can see him a little bit.
Hello.
So
yeah, I agree, because there's many times somebody asks for some referrals, some suggestions. So you can definitely earn some money by just sending a link to your friend or somebody you know in your area, in your expertise.
That's the clients you have on
Yeah.
Fiverr. So.
Yeah, so it's a good way. Maybe you can even earn something. Why not?
Yeah. So I think it's good because I will definitely do it. And I mean 2.5%. I mean, it's not good if you're selling a $5, if someone you're referring selling a $5 service, but that's why, you know, it's good to have you know, a higher, you know, the gig price. So but that's going to be very, very interesting because I think it can benefit a lot, you know, and especially, you know, okay, you're getting credits, but you can, I assume that you can still withdraw those credits. I mean, if you're getting, for example, maybe, let's say, I don't know, $50 extra, $50 per month, it's not too bad, right? It can cover even some subscriptions or some expenses you have. So I'm gonna want to bring this question here from Sahar. So have issues with my profile not coming to search, even though I have 200 plus 5-star review, no 4 or even 4.7. So Sahar, it's very tricky because I stopped looking at the search maybe like, I don't know, few, search is here as well. Search, thanks for joining. As well. So, but I stopped looking at actually where my gig is ranked, where in the search, because it doesn't really give you anything. What you should track and what you should look at is not about the you know, where is your gig, but the thing that you should look at, as I'm going to show you here, is that actually how many, like, let me just save this. So let's go to, let me just go to the dashboard. I'll show you here. So the very important thing is actually looking at your here impressions, right? What is actually happening behind the scenes. So as you can see, in my case, goes down, goes up, right? So this is what you want to look at. This is what you want to like track better and understand, because this is important information. This is something that you can understand if something is going wrong, if something not. For example, let's say if we're looking for the last several you know, several months, you would see that we're actually not doing as well as we were doing, let's say, in before, right? So you can see in March we've been doing better. February was much better. Like now it's like this gig is dying out, but it's still, we're still actually doing well. Like financially, it's still, you know, has, but you can see this one gig as well, it kind of died, you know, as well. It's dying, but still this gig is having a good number of orders in queue. So it's not always that way. It's not always,
It changes every day.
yeah, it's changes all the time. So thanks for joining, Mele from Ukraine as well. So okay guys, so if you're just joining now, you can leave your link, your username, 5 username under this post. We actually have a lot more now, so I'm gonna go over based on who left first and give you the tips, give you the strategies. So we're done here. Let's go for the next one. So I'm just gonna share it here in a second. Okay, let me switch my screen. And if you have any questions, guys, feel free to ask, like I was mentioning, but just a second, changed my screen. And yeah, so very interesting update that we can share other freelancers, and we can give receive that sort of a commission. So Arin, thank you for as well leaving your profile. So what I like that you have the intro video.
Hi, I am
This is very, very important. This is like, you know, it gives me already some sort of confidence that, you know, you're first, you have I mean, the setup, everything looks good. It has to be professional. So you need to understand, like, even though maybe you don't have access to, like, I don't know, rent a meeting room or something, but try to still, you know, still look professional, still try to find ways. I mean, you can have like a fake background, you know, like with, you know, this is whatever that will make it look like, you know, good, because you're working with clients from the US, you're working from other things. So, okay, first thing we see, this is not a good, but I mean, this is something that you can't control as well. This is something that Fiverr is putting it out. That just sucks because we also had something similar before. I like you have multiple gigs is good. Let me check this one gig, for example. I'll show you here. So
Hi, I'm
again, good video, good information. I will also, so for example, you know that when you create your gig, you can actually use these images, and you can add like a document as well, and in that document you can have like a PDF showing more information about the services, more information about what you do. So I will suggest to try to use these things more smart, because the problem is that you're competing with so many other sellers. And when you have like more information, like when people are actually on your gig already, yeah, you need to run. When people are on your gig already, that's like, you know, the more information you have, the more they'll be convinced to order your service. I want to show you. I'm just going to try to find one really good example. Instagram analysis from another person I saw, another seller, and he done it really good, and just wanted to bring it up. But you can have that PDF, which can be very powerful, which can also give you a lot of just try to find it. Just a second, guys. Sorry for yeah, there's just so many sellers. Sometimes you just want to show like a perfect example that you remember, and you just cannot find it. But yeah, I will show it to you. So again, remember about the document, that you can have that PDF document. The next thing you have is, the next thing we have the description of the gig. This is good. I like that you bold it, make it in bold, these things that are important. 8 years of experience. And guys, please, like, you know, for example, English is not my native language, but try to just use like ChatGPT to help you fix the mistakes. If you have, just like polish the grammar, you know, like just making sure that you don't have any mistakes, because if you have some typos, that's just gonna not look good at all, and that's gonna just like make the client go to someone else. Again, portfolio, I've been talking about this a lot as well. Try to have a lot, much more things in your portfolio. For example, we updated portfolio quite recently, and oh, this is cool. Exclusive features, invite your team. Okay, yeah, money back guarantee. So yeah, because I'm watching it probably as from the buyer side, so it's a little bit tricky. But I want to show you something here. So you can see it in my portfolio, right? We have a lot of things now. We have 49 projects. Of course, there are like made on Fiverr projects as well. But oops, I'm not showing you. Sorry, guys. So you can see 49 projects right here. So, and you know, this is very important. You have to, you must have like a lot more projects, because you know, the more time your potential buyer spends, the more he or she will be convinced to work with you. So so this is something is very important, and this is something that you should remember. Yeah, let's go back to the other things. So guys, if you're just joining now, I have the pinned in the pinned comment, you'll see the link. So I'm gonna go and do reviews. Sorry if I'm maybe a little bit slower, but I will try to go over a little bit faster and try to give you the review. But I hope you can also hear from others profiles. You can see other profiles that I'm sharing, and I hope you can also implement this these things for you as well. So we have Abdul as well here. Again, there's no intro video, and this is like one of the most important things. The other things which I actually like is that I see that you have this book a consultation. This is a great add-on. This is a great feature, because actually, let me just do something quickly, guys, because I have these live notifications on Fiverr, and I will just get, it will be always coming. So let me just turn it off quickly, and I'm going to come back to. Okay, so let me reshare my screen. Let's go here. So thanks guys for joining. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm gonna bring your question up. So yeah, if you have something you wanted to ask or share, feel free to share. We can do this both. Like I can bring some questions up while I'm doing reviews, so you can hopefully get some value. Okay, thanks guys for submitting. I will try to go a little bit quicker, but I hope the other reviews are still going to be fine, helpful for you guys as well. So, okay, book consultation is really nice. I will suggest anyone who has an access to enable that. This one is a little bit, so if you speak multiple languages, you can put that, but just make sure, for example, I put like, well, I do speak English, obviously, but I try to keep it because even my team, like, I mean, I can speak like Serbian as well, not like fluent native, but I would say not too bad. My team members, they can speak Serbian, they can speak Macedonian, they can speak Tagalog, but it doesn't make sense for me to put all of these languages because we want to keep the communication on English. If you have your team members, it's just going to be very, very complicated. If some of the team members speak the language, other ones are not speaking the language. So just put the language you speak. If you're just solo freelancer, if you speak multiple languages, then it's fine. But if you have multiple, then it's team members and they don't speak the same language. That's a red flag, can be challenging. So the problem here, I will suggest, first of all, when you're like, let's say in his case, he's showing like him, try to show your picture, real picture. Don't use any stock, because even if you go through Fiverr search, you see a lot of people are using the stock, not their own picture, like not their own face. And this is just a big red flag for all the clients, because when they see that you're not using, like it's not you, it creates a lot of confusions, and you don't want to have any issues with the Fiverr verification as well. So just make sure you're actually using your own face. I like this. I like actually those certifications. Me personally, I don't have those kind of like certifications, but it's not going to hurt you. So if you have some certifications, you can include that. I think it's going to be a good value, because the clients can maybe see and they're like, oh, you're certified with this, certified with that. I think it just can help you, especially at the beginning. Yes, make sure you are always responding to those feedbacks, because even, for example, like let's say, for example, they will go and see like a bad feedback, right? And it's good to see how you responded to that feedback. It's good to, for example, yeah, you don't want to you don't want to look not professional as well. Like you have to respond properly. Like even though if the client was completely wrong, if everything went bad, you still want to stay like positive and say like, thank you for feedback, I will do my best to improve it. If you want to clarify some things, you can do that, and you can do this really well with ChatGPT. Just use ChatGPT to help you. Oh, we have someone, actually I didn't see, guys, but we have someone donated, so I will review. Abel, thanks for your donation. So that is also available, guys. If you want to skip the line, I will skip the line and do the review as well. So let me just pull up your username here. Again, be very, very careful, because it's normal. Like I'm getting, for example, recently I got a review and the client was like super happy, but he left like it became 3.7. And it's not because he didn't like something. It's just simply because the Fiverr, because like some buyers unfortunately are confused with the Fiverr. So he just put like 1 for value for delivery, and then he was like super happy and left a tip. And you cannot say to your buyer like, oh, like why this happened. You cannot say why did you leave this feedback? You cannot do that, because it's going to be like manipulation. So you can actually get a warning and things can go in trouble. But you can still say like, thank you for your feedback, I really appreciate it, I'll try my best to improve, blah blah blah. And then I said it, and then the buyer was like, oh, I didn't know, I left you like 3.7, like what can I do? And then basically you cannot really do anything. They have to contact the support. So actually it still didn't we still didn't he didn't change it because well, I don't know, maybe client is busy, so I left it like this. I mean, I'm not gonna be like risking my account for this kind of feedback. I remember when I was like at the beginning of my journey, I was kind of like more going crazy with the feedback, but now things are just, you know, I'm like, okay, whatever happens happens. So just try to like, because anything you send in Fiverr as a message, you cannot really undo it, right? Whatever it sends, it sends. So Abel, thanks for again for your donation. Guys, you can always skip the line, but I will try. I want to also record a video and hopefully go over those profiles or do another live and go over them. But the first thing, I love that you have like, you know, your profile picture, the video as well. This
My
is
name is Abel. I'm a videographer specialized in advertising with over 10 years of experience working with
I don't know,
clients
guys, if
of
you
all
can
types and
hear,
sizes.
but
Here, you will find specific gigs trying to just one event.
it's good. The only thing that I will suggest to improve is actually while you speak, you can put some other clips. You can put maybe some, you know, let's say work, some examples. For example, if you're doing, let's say, ads as well, if you're doing like, you know, graphics and, you know, viral video, you can actually put this on the background, as you know, right? So you keep speaking, your voice is present, but then on the basically you can put the clips of your work, of other things, because like this, if you always keep yourself throughout the video, it's like it's good, but it's, you know, you can use it more, because that's the first thing people are going to see, your buyers. So that means it's Farhan, I saw you asking for the third time. I'm sorry if I didn't get to you, but I will do my best to get to you as well. So yes, so very important when you have this video, you can use it more. So show examples, show some things, show some other things, right? So the clients will be like, whoa, he has, because it's all about those visuals that they can see, you know, the examples, the work. So you can really, it's really good video. I think the best I can see, but you can use it more. I actually need to update my video as well. And since I watched yours, I'm like, okay, this needs to be updated on my side as well. So I like this 10 years of experience practicing my skills. Maybe you can list some, for example, let's say you have done this for Red Bull. You can actually mention this in your here as well. Like I helped hundreds of clients, including Red Bull, other clients, maybe like, you know, famous clients that they can, because the potential buyers, they do like this. They do like to see, oh, you work with Red Bull, you work with like, I don't know, Hilton, you worked with some, you know, bigger brands, Nestle. You know, this is something that they will start to look at your stuff more. The other things is I'm not a big fan of having like the, you know, this one is good, but
Looking for a video ad.
I still will prefer to have like actually you speaking, talking, and then you can play different clips, different examples of your work. So, for example, I want to show you one here, quick example of another profile. You can see Dian. So again, he has.
Why spend money on?
So you can see like his video is a little bit different, but you can see it goes like over, like he has some graphics, he has some, you know, like something is going on. It's very engaging, right? It's really, you can see he shows examples, so this is something that what I mean by having this different variety. And as well as for the, you can see the same, right? So he has his face. I can also show you. So when we go to his gig, you can have this buyer promotion. Okay, this one doesn't have, but you will still see like he has, you know, his face and the videos with him, and then he shows the other you know, work that he's done. 20-second ad. So I will, let me see if you're doing create this, create that. I will also consider, why don't you create, for example, if you create the, you know, all of these ads, maybe because I'm sure a lot of clients are asking you to run ads for them. So I'm not sure if you're actually running ads, but that will be a great gig. And you can maybe even like partner up with other, because you're doing a lot of video, a lot of this like promotional stuff, but you can actually upsell these clients. For example, if you're making right now, I don't know, 5K, let's say, per month on Fiverr, maybe more, I'm just giving you an example, you can easily go to 8 to 9K by just offering more things to your current buyers. So this is something that I will do for sure. 23 projects, which is good. The only thing, actually, let me bring this as well. Question: Can we say that, hi, I noticed I didn't receive a full score? So you cannot say that because you're being specific. You cannot say that I received full, not full. So you can just ask. I'll appreciate your suggestions on how I can improve. So you cannot mention like the score, the thing. You can just ask for suggestions, but you cannot really say like why you mention specific score. So just be careful about that as well. Okay, so the other things I want to suggest here, Abel, another thing I've been also talking about this, it will be good if you can like separate your, so this one is made on Fiverr. So for example, you can put different niches, like for example, real estate, music, you can put I don't know, fitness, you can put interior design, right? Because like these people can see like okay, you have Havana Club event, but maybe you can actually just make it as one. For example, you can put festivals or let's say events, and you can have just like related to that, instead of having like that. So you can have like a multiple in one place and try to, yeah, you don't have a lot of them. I will definitely work, because I remember like I updated portfolio maybe like 2 weeks ago, and on the third day of updating the portfolio, I'm already seeing a difference. Like I'm seeing like the movement is different. The clients are more willing to place an order without asking me these like back and forth questions. You have really good feedback. I hope that you're using this feedback and sharing it on social media, sharing it on LinkedIn, on X, maybe on YouTube. I think it's good to start a YouTube channel as well. So definitely it's important to start a social media. So yeah, hopefully you're keeping track of those things. Okay, guys. So Abel, thanks again for your donation. If you guys want me to skip the line, this is possible. But I'm gonna go to our post. This is the post that, and I'm seeing lots of guys. I will do my best. Please don't get upset. No need to spam in the comments. But I hope the tips that I'm giving to you, I hope they are, for other profiles that you can also learn from them and that you can implement. So we've done the Abdul. Let me just mark him as done. Just a second. So yeah, guys, I know it probably will take time before I get you if you're joining now, but or maybe some people just didn't fill up their Fiverr profiles. Like we had another example, they didn't had any gig. Okay, so we did actually Lewis as well. So let me go to the next one. Okay, so if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. I will do my best to explain. This is actually also a very, very good one. So if I'm starting at the beginning, should I do like lower prices? You need to do like affordable prices at the beginning. I wouldn't maybe go with like $5 because you will get very, very different kind of clients. So just be careful with that. Like maybe try to do something like you look at your competition, right? If they're doing like much higher, then you can maybe lower it a little bit, right? For example, if you're doing same service as me, if you're offering something for like $100, I think that will be already pretty good, right? Like people will probably go to you versus to me because you can do it like cheaper, relatively cheaper than me. So again, it's good to like maybe go not so much low, but it's you have to have some advantage over others. So the price is the only thing. Guys, if you're joining now, I pinned the comment on YouTube. If you're joining on X, you should just redirect it to YouTube and leave your comment there. So yeah, guys, if you're joining from before, I hope you understand it's just hard to go over, but let's try to do this probably a little bit, maybe I will do it a little bit faster. Or for example, in this case here, I think all the tips that I mentioned in the previous reviews you can implement. here, like definitely having your pictures, definitely having the intro video. And again, you're just at the start of the journey. So I hope, Mohammed, you have a great start of the Fiverr journey, because at the beginning, even things for me, they were very stressful. They were very rough. So we have Anas. Thanks for leaving the profile if you're still here. Again, guys, try not to have just one gig. This is something that is also important, because if you only have one gig, you're like kind of, limiting yourself. Try to open up multiple gigs. If you go to my Fiverr profile, you can see that I have different gigs. Even though some services can be somehow similar, but they're still maybe a little bit different, but still like 2 gigs give me more exposure. So definitely have more gigs. Intro video, more information. I mean, it's going to be very hard, like for Anas to get, if I don't know if he's watching me now, but it's going to be very, very hard for him to get clients by just having this kind of profile. At least it has to be intro video. At least that's going to be something that can give you the additional advantage over the others. So guys, again, if you're joining, you can see I'm going a little bit faster now. If you're joining, just leave one time your username there on the pinned comment, and I will do my best. No need to send it multiple times in the chat, because I'm actually not going over the chat. I'm going to be pulling up some questions from the chat. And let me just see here. Can you share how you made a thumbnail for your gigs with the overlay of yourself over the backdrop? It's very simple, just using Canva. So just using Canva, and you can do that. I mean, you have to have some, a shot of yourself, like a professional photo, where you can just cut the background, but you can just do it in Canva. Canva is the best way to do it. So don't. So we have level stuck for again, guys. I understand this is levels. Success score is stressful, but don't get too stressed about it, because at the end of the day, you need to have some volume. Once you reach like top rate seller, level 2 seller, it's not going to be bothering you as much. So we have Kausar, 8 years on Fiverr. It's been a long time. So congrats on that. So 10 gigs, it's good. I will definitely price yourself, like put up a higher price, especially because you've been doing this for a long time. Like you should definitely be like, you will be surprised that if you start just putting up higher price, you will still be getting buyers. Like you will still be getting clients. They're not going to go away. So of course it's going to be a little bit tricky with your past clients, because they can come to you and say, hey, I paid like $5 before, now you're charging 20. Why is that? But you can explain to them, like, this is like, prices go up, prices go down. This is a normal behavior. So should not be something that will be like, very, very bad to them. So we have another, guys, don't get upset. So we had another question, can I talk to like Facebook ID or WhatsApp? So guys, the best thing you can do is like message me on X or Instagram. Again, I might not respond, because there's just so many messages are coming to me, like it's crazy. So like, if you have something specific, just come to the stream, here, and ask me here. I will do my best to reply. If you want to text me on Instagram or something, just go and write like a specific question or a specific thing, because sometimes like people are saying like hello, and then it's like, you don't really know what they want. So okay. I actually like this. This is interesting. I mean, people can go and just see it here. Before, it used to be not like this. It used to be harder to find. So I like this here. But I will suggest as well, like for example, when you receive a message from potential buyer, you can also send them the links to your gigs. So what I do when I have a client, they say, okay, I want to grow my Instagram. I want to like create content. I ask about their social media, I check their social media, and then I'm like, okay, I can help. So I say, this is what I can do. 1, this service, link to the service, to the gig. 2, this, and then link to the gig. So I break down based on so they can just click and go much easier. So having like this, it's not bad idea, but only they can do it from the computer, because from the mobile app, which clients order a lot of times as well. Unfortunately, they cannot just copy and paste the link. I'll do professional business card design. I mean, the name is fine. Just remember, guys, because you can see here. So originally he had it with like 24 hours. That's exactly what what I was saying before. Don't put. Actually, I don't know if you can see it, but he's. Yeah, I think you can see it, the actual link. But if you, the actual link says that he will do it in 24 hours. And obviously, because he's been for a while on Fiverr, he's not doing it in 24 hours. So be careful what you write. Like when you create a gig, you cannot change your URL. So the URL is going to stay always the same. But again, I will definitely add like, intro video, gig video. That's something that is definitely a must to have. Okay, so let me just go to another profile. If you guys have any questions or anything, please feel free to ask in the chat. I'll be happy to help. So let's see here. If you had a problem with the client, is it okay to cancel an order or it's bad for the gig impression? So if you cancel the order before the delivery, the client is not going to able to leave any feedback. That's something that you should remember. Yeah, I was just looking at another question. So just remember, if you cancel before you deliver, but it's different because, for example, if you do logo design, you have to deliver, right? Because unless you will maybe send them in the chat, but they can it's too risky, right? You have to deliver. So some services you can, for example, when I do management, we do it for 30 days, right? So technically we can still cancel after a few days, even if I start working, because maybe something went wrong or something doesn't match the, what they originally wanted. So yeah, canceling before delivery, that's fine. But you have to also be careful. You have to explain, for example, let's say the client is saying, hey, you didn't do this job correctly, or you can protect yourself if you will say something like, hey, I really appreciate it. Unfortunately, what you're requiring is like outside of the scope of this gig. So I would suggest you to do this, and that. So if you say these things, you can protect yourself, because when you submit your cancellation to the support, and I suggest you submit to the support, because right now with the order completion is not visible anymore in analytics, it still can impact your success score. So just submit it to the support and you can send them, hey, they requested something that is outside of my scope of work. And like this, you can protect yourself. But generally the cancellation, if they can affect, right? So it's normal. But again, that's why I'm suggesting you to, if you can avoid, it's not your mistake, cancel, it's maybe the client wants something different, you can protect yourself. But again, I would suggest to avoid these cancellations, like when they order something, then they cancel, just make sure you have in the requirements, all the information that is needed, in the description, all the information that is needed, so they know what they are ordering. So we have another question. So Alvi, again, please don't get upset, but you can leave it under actually that post, because I will be, at least it's going to be there. So again, I hope some of the tips and some of these profiles that I'm going over, they can help you as well in some, because some of the things you're hearing, I'm repeating myself. So I hope that you can implement as well. I know that you want me to look at your profile and give you tips, but I will do my best. If you leave it in the post, I will try to go over and give you the tips and also the strategies. So let me just check one thing, guys. Bear with me. So I'm currently in the meeting room, and if you guys want me to go over all of your accounts, I have to extend the meeting room because I'm currently in the co-working space and they have the meeting room. So, but yeah, I did extend it, so I will be staying here, and hopefully I will get to your profile soon. Okay, the intro video, again, very important. And I'm not a big fan of showing, okay, Elon Musk, Mr. Beast, other people, just, showcase yourself. And then on the right side, you can have the information for who you created, for actual people. So don't have, don't put like everyone, because it doesn't make you unique. You're becoming like everyone else. Like if you're even if you're shy, you're like, oh, I hate photo, like I hate taking pictures and stuff. Even though you will realize that you need to, it's the same that like we don't want to do something, right? But we still, after some time, we still have to do it, or we still realize that we need to do it. So I'm just telling you, and hopefully for other people as well, like try to put your pictures. Doesn't matter how you look, doesn't matter if you're not comfortable, you don't like yourself, that's still going to be very, very important. And that's how the clients will be actually working with you versus someone else. Okay, so we have Ahmad as well here. That's why, for example, when I look at like Ahmad, I see, okay, this is actual person, real person. It's a shame he doesn't have an intro video, but I really like this because this is like the first line, and I'm like 250 website designed. That's really good. That's like tells me that this person has experience. This person has maybe something that, let's say, if I'm not sure what I want, if this person have done that number of projects, I can be confident that he probably knows and he can help you with the direction I want to go. This is good. Again, actually, this is an interesting approach. I haven't seen those. I'll show you here one of his gigs. I haven't seen the other people do that.
Hi.
This is more like a loop.
Thank you for checking out my gig. So in this gig, I will design and build websites for personal trainers, gym.
I really like this approach actually, but I will suggest to start from like from like this. Like you can see me on the big screen, and then you can go into this kind of like a loom format. So yeah, so Alvi, I will get to your profile soon, hopefully. So try to do something like this, because this is also very interesting, and again, I would say, for example, recording and sending those looms as well. This is probably one of the best things that you can improve your satisfaction, because a lot of times, like the buyers, for example, they will order my service, and then they will start saying, for example, oh, I wasn't too happy, or I expected something different. And what I do, I sit down and I'm just like, okay, let me show them what I have done. Let me check their Instagram, for example, or their other socials, and I will record a video like this, and I will tell them, hey, like, this is our results. Thank you. I'll usually say, like, thanks for watching this video. I wanted to go over our stats. I wanted to go over your account, give you some tips, give you some strategies, because some things can be done, can be improved as well. Because if you're providing a service, like, for example, in my case, it's hard for me to be responsible for their sales, for their everything, because the sale is not just coming. Like, what I'm doing is, like, I'm putting nice content, I'm driving traffic, but there's a lot more things that goes beyond that. So you have to like, respond to messages, like other things which I don't do. So that's why I'm trying to explain to clients, like, this is what they need to do, this is the direction they need to go. So that's something that is very, very important. So we have, I'll build a fitness website for personal trainers, gyms, fitness studios. I love it. I think this is great. And that's why you can see he has 5 orders in queue, because that's exactly what I was telling, like, previously, that it's so important to have, to actually be, not speaking to everyone, but be specific. Trainers, like yoga, like fitness website, like yoga studio. He can do real estate, for real estate agents, for other things. Okay, so we have another interesting question. So guys, if you're joining now, we have a pinned comment on YouTube, and you can just leave your profile. I'll get to it. I will do my best to get to it, but in the chat you can leave some questions. I'll bring some questions up and we can discuss about it. How do I bounce back after I left Fiverr for a year due to the military duty? You can definitely come back. I also quit Fiverr for a year in 2020. I just came back and was able to gain top rate seller, pro seller. So it's definitely possible. There is nothing is impossible. And I think it's a good time to be on Fiverr. We're seeing all this, like, oh, making money, making, all of this stuff. But Fiverr works. I wouldn't say that, like, it's I don't know, the best of the best. But you can see from my example, like last month we did $38,000. I mean, it's a lot. Of course, there are expenses, there are other things, but still, like, I can take, you know, let's say 30, 40, 50%, let's say 40% home. It's like it's good, you know. It's amazing. I mean, it's better than you can get anywhere else, right? I mean, if we're just speaking about this kind of like the Fiverr situation. So again, guys, I really like this. I mean, this is actually a very good example, and it's not surprising that he has a lot of orders in queue, because, you know, it just speaks perfect. Like, it's clear, it's exactly, you know, it's just on point without this, like, all of this overwhelming information. It's just very clear. I think he has a great future on Fiverr. And again, this is something I also been telling you. You see, it's like luxury real estate, fitness. He has, this one is a default, this one is like performance, Appland. But you can see, like, you know, you can see why he is succeeding, because he is thinking outside of the box. Like, how can I make this more engaging, right? And he made this this like a cool, you've seen the animation, right? And you can see how he's using the this as well. It's like a very nice, as like a, you know, the whole process. Like, this is incredible. And you can see the price range as well, right? I mean, it's a good price range. Can be more, can be a lot more. So very good example. I'm happy for Ahmad. Actually, he made me kind of be motivated as well to do better things on Fiverr. But yeah, guys, great stuff for him. I will honestly, like, because he will be probably watching, like, okay, what can you actually suggest me something, because you're just saying all these things about me. I will suggest definitely open up more gigs, you know, more gigs. Try to experiment, but opening up, if you can open more gigs, just open more gigs, you know. So that's something that can be done very well. Okay, so how long does it take to get your first customer? So it depends. I mean, maybe you can write in the chat. I'll appreciate, guys. Maybe you will help help me, and because I got my first customer a long time ago, but it can take you a week, it can take you maybe a month, maybe 2 months. So feel free to write in the chat how long it took you to get your first client, because that will be also interesting for me to see. Because yeah. Okay, so let's go to the next one. Again, guys, if you are wondering, like, what I'm doing, where I'm going, I'm actually going, we have this here, we have 32 comments. So I'm just going to show you. So I'm going here, you can see me. Right now we are reviewing this profile, then I'm going to go here, and that's how I will hopefully reach everyone. Please don't post like multiple times, just like make sure you post once. And I'm going to get to you. Actually, we don't have like a lot of here, so please just come back here. You go to the comment section, you can just leave your comment. But okay, so in case I missed you, yeah, we have OVME designer, we have this. So guys, just put it once and I will see it. I'm going to also review, because I know Fiverr, sorry, YouTube is sometimes can hide your comments, but I'm going to actually check this right now. You don't see it because I'm not sharing the tab, but I'm just going to check it and make sure you get approved as well. So actually we don't have anyone, yeah. So all the comments getting approved so far. So yeah, feel free to leave the comment and we go to the next one. Okay, and again, if you want to skip the line, guys, you know, it doesn't need to be, again, I mean, it's not my rule, but it's kind of started like this. If you donate something, I'll just skip the line. So yeah, guys, it takes time. It's not easy to do lives, so you know, it's good to go and take some coffee. But Abel was already got me a coffee, so I will get it after. All right, so Egerton, we have great profile picture, but I kind of want to see your intro video as well. So I want to see you actually have a video, you actually speaking. I want to see you on those gigs as well. And I'm not sure if like charging $5, $20, $10 is a good idea, because like this is a really nice a gig picture. Like you should do on all of those gigs, you should have yourself. You should have you know, a picture of yourself. You should have information as well, but the video is the must. 21 projects, it's good. A lot of reviews. Let's go back and see here. So responses. Thank you for your kind words. Yeah, please always write responses. Like for example, even though reviewing over transcript, you have a lot of missed words. Conversation was clear. Sorry about you not being happy to deliver, but you should have let me know to include. Yeah. So again, guys, you can use ChatGPT. Like if you get a bad review, if you're like something goes wrong, this is normal. If you have a bad review, it's completely normal. Just respond it, like ask ChatGPT how to respond. So again, just be professional, because I know we can get emotional, like we can get upset. I'd also get upset, and it's completely normal. But just maybe don't respond right away. Like try to wait it a little bit more. Let's go to your gig as well. Let's see how things are here. So buyer promotion, this is available through Seller Plus. So this is something that you can also have, and this is I think it's a good idea. I don't use it now, like the promotion, but I think it can be good. This is looks clear. I'm not a big fan that Fiverr changed this like a description how some gigs are looking like, because you have to click like here, but it is what it is. So but I really like the portfolio. So this is something that is good as well. Try to include like more, maybe you can, for example, you have YouTube, but maybe like more examples. I was already mentioning about it before on the last review. If you can include the niche, if you can include the type of business, that will always help, because maybe someone is like, let's say they are like I don't know, they can be like, I don't know, restaurant business, and you have done this for restaurant, and they're like, oh, okay, I want to you have done this for these types of people, I want to do it, I want to have it as well. Okay, so I'm not sure, but I will definitely take advantage of this book a consultation if you want to increase, like if you want to get more sales, if you want to get just earn more. I will definitely suggest you to include those the consultations, because they can definitely help. Because I'm not charging, I'm not doing consultations, because I just don't know when I will be doing it, but I'm seeing a lot of sellers are doing it, and that's definitely a positive thing. Again, Egerton, thanks for coming to live. So guys, yeah, so we have someone posted their profile, but it doesn't exist. Please make sure you check your maybe I'll just check, maybe it's Marie, like this. Okay, so not sure if it's her, but anyways, please check your profile as well, your username. You don't need to add just the username, and that should be good. Actually, Shane, I remember you were coming before. I didn't get a chance to review your profile, so yeah. So guys, I will go over. Don't worry. If you want to skip the line, you can always skip the line, but if not, I will do my best. So yeah, you can still share. Just go in the pinned. You have the pinned comment that I have at the top on YouTube, and you can just put up your profile in the comment section, and I will try to review. Not here, because I'm not looking at this live chat just for your questions, guys. But if you want me to review, just put it there, and we can go over. Okay, so let's go back to Shane. Again, I really like the branding as well. Like this like the icon he has. This is great. This is smart.
Hi, I'm Shane.
This is good. Showing yourself is very important.
A real live human ready to give you a script that real never provide. Trusted like FedEx,
Good.
John Deere, and Walmart, and hundreds. You've got a great.
So Shane, you have a lot of good credibility, like Harvard University, FedEx. I will definitely put like logos. Like for example, in this intro video, you can put like FedEx. You have Harvard. Like these examples, because sometimes people might just look at your video without like listening to you. They might just like scroll through, but then when they have some visuals, something that logos, some graphics, and you can do this. Like you can even hire someone on Fiverr to help you with these things. So that should not be like an issue. I will definitely have. So I'm also curious to hear about your like experience with the Fiverr Go. If you try to use Fiverr Go for your voiceover, because yeah, I mean it's now becoming more intense with the AI that Fiverr is doing. I'm curious about that. But honestly, like if I were you and I'm doing like the voiceover, I will definitely try like to keep Fiverr as a of course place to get clients, to build my credibility, but I will use the credibility and the reviews you're getting and start putting up on LinkedIn. For example, LinkedIn, I think it's amazing place to be, because you can build your personal brand and you can get a lot of clients from LinkedIn. You can still push them to Fiverr, like it's not a problem. Like you can still bring them to your Fiverr account, but I feel like it's just going to be so much more powerful if you start to like posting some progress, because you're getting these reviews. Like you got this review, for example, if I go to the recent one, okay, let's say you got them a month ago, right? But still, it's very important to just like showcase all of that, the work you have done, the reviews you're getting, the positive feedback, and definitely try, because for example the voiceover category is very competitive these days. It's becoming so. I will try to explore the other areas. For example, UGC is very big. Like if you go to like UGC content is becoming extremely powerful. It becoming like you can have, for example, UGC videos, UGC ads, and because you have a great like you have the ability to do that. I mean, of course, let's say you've been doing it with the voiceover, but still it's important to transition. Unfortunately, we live in this world where you can see what AI is doing currently. It's just a must. So just try to look at other categories and see what you can create, because the same kind of happens. I see, for example, other people are doing social media marketing, but now they're doing AI, they're like chatbots and other things. Like that's just the nature of our life. Some things are coming, some things are dying as well. So I will definitely suggest you to, because it's also like to see, it's sad to see that people are struggling on Fiverr, because of this shift with the AI, everything. But still, it's important to try to explore things, because especially if you're in the US, you can create these UGC videos. Like people can send you the product, you can just review the product. It's not something that is going to take you a lot of time to even learn. So yeah, guys, like if you see that your Fiverr journey maybe is not exciting as it was maybe years before, don't give up. Just try to adapt and try to create some, because for example, UGC is very interesting category. There are just so many things you can do in the UGC space. Like if you go here, you can see it's like even the competition. Yes, I mean it's becoming like more, but it's still not there. For example, if I'm opening up social media marketing category, you can see 75,000, right? It's a lot. If I'm opening up the UGC videos, it's only 10,000, right? It's not a big competition. And the best thing with the UGC is that people are they kind of like, for example, in case of with Shane, he can do like, maybe there are certain businesses who want Shane to be the face of the brand, so that's why it becomes unique, so because when someone is doing Instagram growth, other than me, they can maybe go because they're cheaper, but here they go because they like this person, right? So because they like this person matches their goals, right? So yeah, that what I will suggest. So try to experiment, try to do something as well different. But it's all about, that's why like Fiverr is great, because you can experiment, you can test. Because I remember when the NFT was Abel, we got you to you now, but since you already donated, so I already did review. So I'm going next, guys. If you are just joining, once again, reminder, we have this pinned in the comments. You can go there, leave your username. Alexander, I think you joined before, so if you didn't leave it, make sure you leave in the actual post, in the post that I created on YouTube. So Okay, so let's go to, we have another person here. So again, very important intro video, like it's a must. You need to have an intro video. And I will even put like, try to have a picture where, you know, your face is closer, right, to the, to when someone taking your picture, because it's important that, you know, they can see you well, and that will be helping. So I will definitely, so I'm not seeing enough like stats, maybe because you have okay, even if you're just starting out, because you're starting out, you can maybe complete like a few free projects. Maybe you have done projects in the outside of Fiverr, you can maybe include those projects. But very important, like especially when you are putting those you know, the video of you is the must, because you don't have reviews, you don't have reputation. The prices are, I would say, they're good. Like building a Wix Squarespace membership website, I mean, $80 is really like a gift, you know, to be honest, to have these types of prices. So it's normal. I will just give you an example, because we have here, as I remember, we have Marco. He's been also, I remember how he started out as well. So like he increased his prices, but you can see as well, you know, he has the videos of him. This one he's testing. So, you know, it's also good because he has some gigs with the videos, some gigs without the videos, and he's like testing which ones are providing better results. But you can see again, clear picture, him speaking, like that's what will differentiate you. Actually, let's check quickly how he's doing, because it's been not easy as well for one order in queue. Okay, it's not too bad. So here, another one will have no orders in queue, and this one. So yeah, when you are at the beginning of your journey, it's very painful. So that's why you should try to also post your work on LinkedIn, post your work on X as well. You can get a lot of clients from X. I've been, as you guys remember, I have Florian here already saved, because I've been showing him a lot of times, because, you know, he's sharing these types of designs, you know, and they're just working, you know, they're getting him clients, they're getting him results, you know, so it works. Of course, at the end of the day, it's for you to decide if you want to bring them to your own website, like work with them directly, or if you want to bring them to the Fiverr. For example, for me, I try to bring them on Fiverr because it's a little bit easier for the management as well. So if someone makes an order, it's kind of like we have the process in place. So let's go to the next one. Let me know if you have any questions. Yes, Demi, thanks for bringing this up. Hopefully it's coming, the launch next week. Hopefully that's like, you know, fingers crossed, but I'll be announcing it. I think it's going to be very interesting. So it's not going to be a course. It's not going to be yeah, no community. Well, community is like a complementary, but it's more going to be about like the SaaS. It's going to be more helping the sellers and having like, you know, a good, and honestly guys, like I'm really, because it's been a year, more than a year now, since I started working on this project with my partner. He's actually been you know, interesting story, he's been my professor at the university when I was studying. And we decided to, you know, to work on this project together. And yeah, it's going to be very interesting, and I hope you guys will support it. So but I'll be making an announcement. I'll probably make a live stream and a big launch, and we will have like, you know, all of the cool things as well when we launch. But I think next week we'll open for beta as well, like just for like sellers that I know, just like, you know, getting to test them, getting to get their feedback. And then, you know, the one thing I can tell you is that I'm really surprised by Fiverr that I understand, because from the technology standpoint, there are just so many exciting things that they can do for sellers, but from their like company structure, probably that's what's stopping them, because some people say this, some people say that, they need to get improved, you know. So it's like it's very complicated. So I understand that, but you know, when I started to work on this project, there's so many things that can be built that are exciting, interesting, And yeah, it all takes time, but hopefully, yeah, I'll be updating you guys. So you can also go to my newsletter. If you sign up for my newsletter, which is obviously free, you can have my Fiverr course as well. You will be the first as well to know when this gets launched. So we have Irfan. Thanks for again putting up your the username, Fiverr username. Again, I like the picture. I like that you have your picture here, but there is no intro video. There is no video of your gigs. And I will definitely, like, for example, if you're doing setup, manage, optimize Google Ads, I will maybe do like, well, I'm not sure actually I think, yeah, you can have more than one gig for sure if you're just seller without any level, but definitely have multiple gigs. Multiple gigs, have as well video as well about you, because you're in a good niche. Like Google Ads are very, very needed as well. For example, maybe you can put meta ads as well. I saw like one seller, for example, they are actually, they already here. I can show you here. So they're our competitors as well. Well, I don't like to say competitors. I mean, we're all in the same boat, but they put up a new gig, for example, here for meta ads, and you can see 11 orders in queue, right? So you have to test, you have to experiment. You can see that, yes, she doesn't have a video, but she still gets orders. But you can still do that. I mean, for example, our one of the most highly earned seller, Luis as well. So he has the same. He has a logo, and he doesn't have any like videos or anything, and he has 70 orders in queue. But guys, the thing is, yes, he's vetted pro, he's top-rated seller, and he got, I mean, like me too, in some case, we got maybe a little bit lucky. We were able to get the volume, but also I'm sure he's also doing a lot of things on his own, as I'm doing, like trying to re-engage, buyers, for example, bringing them to other services. In his case, yes, he's getting traffic, but the thing is, he's also doing a lot of other things outside of Fiverr. So at one moment, let's say if the Fiverr is not bringing him results, he has his other things that are bringing him good results. So again, don't look maybe like at his example and think like, okay, this is what I should do, because he's already there, So it's a lot easier for him to get clients than it's for you who are just starting out. So still, if you're starting out, make sure you include the video of you include the other information, the other things, because these things are very, very important to have. So okay, so let's go for the next one. We have, I like this branding. I mean, you can go as an agency or as like a company, like you have your brand, but I feel it's still harder versus than your own face. The other thing, you have a YouTube link here. YouTube is allowed, so it's actually one of the allowed links to have on Fiverr. It can play a positive impact, because they can come here and they can see what you have done. And the same way with YouTube, you can actually drive traffic to your back to your Fiverr. For example, that's what he's doing, right? You can see his Fiverr. That's what I'm doing as well. Like under all my videos, you can see links to my YouTube, so people can to my Fiverr profile, so they can actually. Guys, how to get first order quickly? You need to tell me, because whoever is watching still on YouTube or X, you need to tell me how long it took you to get your first order, because it took me maybe like 3-4 weeks, but it's been 2016 when this happened. So I think you can tell me better when it happened. So again, going back here, I will suggest. So I like the branding. I mean, you need to give yourself a time, because essentially, you're getting traffic from YouTube, so you're not dependent on organic search only on Fiverr. So you need to keep testing. But I will definitely have more projects. Like this is just not enough. So try to have more projects. And also there is like a hack. If you don't link your because you can see, for example, here, this is like Fiverr puts this like space around your the actual picture that you include. If you actually uncheck the profession, so if you go to your portfolio, if you uncheck the profession, it's not going to show it like this. It's going to show properly. So that's just another tip for you to. Is it a good idea to buy Seller Plus subscription being a new seller? I'm paying for it for the second month since I got one client last month. I have only 3 orders. It depends how you use it. Like if you need Seller Plus for, Nicholas, thank you for joining. Nicholas, thanks for joining. If you are, using Seller Plus for example, getting the money like in 7 days instead of 14 days, right? Or if you're getting other privileges, it all depends for you, or because you get Success Manager, right? I'm not sure, actually, you need to have like a premium, I think, for Success Manager. But anyways, it's totally up to you. Like you can cancel, you can see how it goes without Seller Plus, and you can always subscribe again. I don't want to like say like you should subscribe or not should subscribe, but it's totally up to you, the way that you wanted to try. I think it's, I don't know, guys. You can also tell me, because you're watching this. There are like probably a few sellers still here on Fiverr. You can tell me like if it's worth it or not. Because for me, there are some things that are good. I can see a use of it. But again, because I'm, maybe some stuff that I'm using, maybe they're not too relevant to you. So it's all up to you. Nicholas, thanks for joining. My gig promotion not working. What can I do? Last time I changed my image and video. Takes a lot of time. Takes, as well, for example, if you have X number of reviews, you need to keep testing. You need to keep testing, and essentially, it's hard to say, to be honest. It's becoming also more competitive. More people are using ads as well, and it all depends on your picture. It all depends how good it is. So yeah, we have Maria. Maria actually donated. So Maria, so let me just go finish the Forat, and I'm gonna go to Maria and do her profile review as well. Maria, thanks for your donation. Again, guys, if you want to skip the line, I'm happy to do that. If you're just joining, I don't really care how much. I don't know what is the minimum, but so I'm happy to skip the line and do the review. So let me just give Furat a few tips. I like that you're putting yourself out there. This is good. This is a good start. This is definitely a good start. I will suggest to make an intro video as well, the same way as you did your gig here. So I will suggest as well to make sure that you can actually have. So another thing, guys, like, remember that you can put for 1 second your the actual picture inside of your video, right? You have to do it separately, not on Fiverr. Like you have to do it using Premiere, or I don't know, like any sort of video editor. You have to put it like for half a second or 1 second, because if you have a picture like it's good to have a video, but it's probably better to have like a picture like this than a video, because it's not clear. So like make sure you add that picture inside of the video, and you have to do it separately. You have to do it outside of the Fiverr itself. Furat, you're just getting started. Honestly, I'm so happy for you. I hope Fiverr goes well. But again, guys, if you're just starting out, that's why it's good, because you can try Fiverr, you can try Upwork, you can try your own things. Like you can just be experimenting things, and that's just like the beauty of it as well. So let me review Maria's profile. And guys, again, thanks for joining. If you by any chance I don't get to you, like, please don't be upset. I really try to, I don't know, I like these streams. I think hopefully they're useful. Hopefully you can actually get some value from them. But yeah, it's also overwhelming in terms of like always so many things going on. So Maria, thanks again for joining. So first thing, I like the branding. Like I like how it looks. So this is great. 3 years of experience. I will suggest to include the number of maybe projects that you completed. So for example, 100 projects or 50 projects completed. I mean, since you're just starting out, doesn't matter. Like you can put well, you have to put what you actually have completed, but still, like if you maybe completed some projects outside of Fiverr, you can put like maybe you completed 10 projects so far. You can say, I'm excited to like start my journey here on Fiverr and help you. You said, for example, here I help businesses, entrepreneurs, influencers grow their online presence through compelling story, content marketing. I understand how to craft. So I would love to see some more like maybe facts. It also will be good to see like, you know, the niches, right? So what kind of businesses? Maybe you can list down like real estate, or you helped maybe agencies as well. Like for example, if you put agencies, that will be a good, because there are a lot of agencies, right? There are a lot of them on Fiverr, and this can be real estate agencies. This can be some, you know, other agencies, marketing agencies. So, but I will be a bit more specific and include more facts as well. Going over your gigs as well. I mean, the intro video is a must. I feel like it's just a must. So I will definitely suggest you to make sure you have the actual the video of your gigs, because this is something that will help you as well. And by the way, guys, while I'm doing review, I'm just checking if I did a delivery for one of, yeah, I think it's, yeah, everything is good. So I just remembered something in my head, but yeah, everything is done. So no deliveries for today. Again, so let's go over your gig here. So, you know, this is fine. I will suggest, for example, this is what I've been saying before, that you can include, you know, like some sort of a PDF. But maybe what I will do, I will suggest to use Canva. So you can go to Canva and you can create some like a nice template, and you can include some examples. You know, maybe like you can, for example, instead of like having like something like this, you can make it something more exciting. You can add, for example, one page. It can be like, you can even include like just a, you know, like let's say like not all the article, but like some part of the article, right? And then you have another article, so you can showcase different variations of that. For example, if you did a blog post, you can also maybe take a screenshot on the website, right? How it looks on the website, and you can put it there. So in general, I would say that it's you know, your industry, it's a little bit tricky. So I will suggest, for example, for you maybe to go in the you know, explore also other categories. What you can do, for example, social media, maybe design, like these types of stuff, because you never know, like this industry, like writing the whole thing, like blogs and content articles, it got hit really hard. Like this is something that you, as we know with ChatGPT, right? Even though you know right now you say I'll write human written SEO content, which is good. You can still find demand. But I would suggest to try to also open up gigs and write. For example, let's say if you're really passionate about writing SEO for let's say travel industry or agency or I don't know, crypto, or it can be fitness, can be real estate. Like just go more narrow, like more specific, and just see, because right now it's very competitive. It's becoming super competitive. So that's why I will suggest you to just try experiment different smaller gigs and just, you know, see if they're gonna actually work. Because for example, we created recently a gig, Instagram strategy, and it's performing well. You know, it's performing. We're getting maybe like close to 10 orders now in total since we launched this. We launched it like I would say 4 or 5 weeks ago. We got like 10 orders, so it's like over $1,000 made as well from that gig. So you have to experiment, you know, like open up, but more narrow, because if you're becoming like very general, it's going to be very difficult. The other things, for example, you have 100 real estate blogs for architecture website. Try to include more portfolio, like use Canva and try to, like, for example, you have done social media management here as well, but I don't see your gig for the social media management. So definitely explore more. You can be doing really well. I mean, if you go in the search, like social media marketing, you can see, for example, A lot of actually, yeah, you will see a lot of people from as well Macedonia, Albania, and you know, it's you can try to do something similar. And you know, even for example, creating like social media ads, you know, for paid ads. You don't need to run paid ads, but you can create a picture for a paid ads. That's also something that can be very, very interesting. I will suggest, for example, writing PDFs, ebooks. If you really like writing, like for example, books, maybe you can create a gig specifically for that. I'll help you like write a book, for example, or I'll help you write and launch a book, you know, and you can create a service where you help with the writing book and also launching the book. So that can be very, very good. But honestly, I will suggest for you to just, you know, be present on LinkedIn as well, and write about your journey. When you get orders, when you get reviews, feedback, you just share it on LinkedIn as well. And I think you can get just a lot more clients from that as well. Okay, so but anyways, Maria, thank you again for your donation. Keep pushing. I hope, because you have a potential, so I hope you can keep pushing. We have also Abe, yeah, hopefully I pronounced it right. Abe, thanks for your donation as well. Again, guys, I'm sorry that it takes time. So it takes time, but I'm gonna go to Abe next because he also donated, and I really appreciate it as well for him. So let's review his profile. And guys, again, hopefully the reviews that I'm going over, hopefully they are also because you can implement a lot of things as well in your profile. Okay, Abe, we have yes, mine is same. YouTube, the links. So guys, don't put a link. Just put in that pinned comment just the username. So I mean, it can be very simple. Just go and copy the username and just put it in the username. And again, in the future, we'll have a better system, But if you want to skip the line, you can always skip the line, and I'm gonna go and review your profile based on that. But again, don't worry, guys, and hopefully the tips for others will also help you too. Okay, so Abe, intro video. Again, I will really love to see the intro video, and the same goes here. I don't see any of your videos. Like, you have to understand, like, for example, doesn't matter where you live, doesn't matter where you are, you can always go, for example, invest in like 1 hour of meeting room. You can take your phone, or if you have friends who can be like, who are videographers taking videos, like, just, you're investing in yourself. This is like your business. Doesn't matter if you're starting this or you've been for a while, you're investing in yourself. I remember at the beginning, like, I used to pay like, a lot to get my video done, like, because I knew that it's like return on investment. I will get all of these orders, all these clients, and it's just gonna beat everything, beat all of this investment. So try, just don't be, for example, again, like, I will show you one example here. I saw Florian recently, his profile, right? And I really like that he updated all of his images, and you saw the podcast with him, if you've seen on YouTube as well. And I really loved, and this is very important because it will make a huge difference on your clients. You will see a huge difference. I mean, I'm also saying this to you, but I'm also thinking about it as well all the time. Like, it needs to be updated. So okay, so guys, I'm just looking to chat. Yeah, don't add the link, just put up your username, and that's it. YouTube must be doing something crazy as always, but again, your username, or you can skip the line. I see Demi, thank you for your donation as well, Demi. Good. We can keep all day, guys. We can keep all day long doing the reviews and going over. So Abe, okay, hope you understood. Intro video is a must. Here, 5 years experience, MS Excel, Google Sheets. Actually, this is really good. I wish you have this book consultation, because, for example, as you guys have seen, Alyosha, he is also in my team. He's doing like communication, sales, and like operations. And for example, he helps as well me with the Google Sheets, and we're always trying to come up with the systems for that. So I think, Abe, first of all, I would love to see like 1 hour call that you can put it out there, because sometimes people just need to have that option to get in touch with you. Or if you're offering, for example, this is also something that I liked, that you have like, I will solve your Excel errors, formulas, code, etc. So maybe you can, instead of doing like, for example, this, you can put up a separate gig for the call. So you can actually have a call, and that way you can just people, you have a separate gig just for the call. People can just get, because sometimes for these types of things, it's important, because maybe they want to like review some information, and you can say, hey, just schedule a call, or you can design it as like an analysis, right? You can sell something like cheaper, and I think this will be actually useful for many people. You can sell something cheaper, but you record analysis and you send them the analysis, right? And then based on the analysis, they will be like, oh, I want to hire you, I want to go with this package. So like, come up with something small, because your types of services is more like complex. It's very hard to just come here and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go and place 2 custom Excel templates with basic, like it's just a little bit more complicated, so that's why there's going to be some questions. They're going to be like back and forth things, right? So create something like a gig for having that option to get on the call with you, because you will just be getting, it's going to be much easier. The second thing, I will definitely suggest to use YouTube. And on YouTube, because there are probably a lot of things that you need to show and send to the clients. So you can use YouTube and send them the links to the YouTube with like for example, you can share with them how, let's say, how you build certain formulas, right? How you build certain spreadsheets and how they're looking like. So you can share them with the YouTube, for example. Like that can be an option, because YouTube is allowed link. So you can do that as well. I will suggest as well, you can also say, for example, let me just see here, areas of experience, why choose me? This all looks good. If we go to portfolio, definitely this should definitely be a lot more. You should definitely have more. I think even like for Fiverr sellers, you can create something like a spreadsheet, how to manage all of your Fiverr orders, like things like that, and you can sell it even, for example, you should start an X profile and you can sell it as there, or you can actually sell it as a gig, but you have to say it like, I will build your Excel for your agency or freelance business, right? So I would go and experiment, because you don't want to be like very, very generic. You want to try these gigs that are specific, because I'm using Google Sheets a lot. And if I read like, I will build a Google Sheets to optimize your agency business, I will go there, right, directly, and I will be like, okay, like how can we do this? So I feel the whole Google Sheets niche is just extremely big, and if you are being very specific for who you're doing this, you can be getting a lot of clients, a lot of clients. So just be very, very like specific and come up with options. Again, congrats on all of your 5-star reviews. This is incredible as well. This is really good. Let me go over just some other gigs. Demi, thank you again for your donation. I'll get to you just in a second. Just write to me your Fiverr username, because you did donate, but I don't see your Fiverr username. So just write it in. You can write it in the live chat here, so I can see it. Just a second, guys. I want to check something out. So and also thanks for the newsletter. I've seen you've been reading my newsletter. That's also amazing. But yeah, Demi, if you're hearing me, please include your Fiverr username. You can do it in the chat actually, because you already donated. Okay, so I will do custom VBA programming macro to automate your Excel work. This is good, but again, I just think that you can come up with the gigs that will be not only targeted these types of people, but also different types. Like even for like real estate, you can do like, I'll build your Excel, Google Sheet spreadsheet to automate your real estate leads, for example. You know, like you can go in this direction, and that will be something is good. One day delivery, it's good, but I hope you're going to increase it as well in the future, because it's just going to be very, very hard. What type of formals do you know? This is good. What type of ABA macros can you write? Just share the details of each inbox. I'll help you figure it out. What happens if an error completed? There's no time limit, but I'll resolve. Okay, so it looks like you have unlimited revisions. This is also good. This is very attractive for buyers. So that's definitely also a positive thing to have. Replying to reviews, think it was a pleasure working you, love to collaborate. Okay, this is good. I really like how you are, it looks like you're taking care of this, and you're like keeping this seriously, and you know, just stay patient, because you're level 2, which is great, 84 reviews. That's, I would say, still at the beginning, but you have a good journey. So I'm also curious to see if you are active on Upwork as well, because once you're at the beginning, you can actually test multiple platforms as well. Why not? You know, it can definitely help you. So yeah, as you've seen, for example, with other examples I showed, try to use, like, you know, for example, you're putting this is great. Try to always like build a storyline in this portfolio, so you can show them, for example, how it's been done. For example, the recording screen. This is
Hello, this is the progress tracking Excel sheet. Then we have and other. If I want to see login and for each o'clock.
also, to be honest, like what I will personally suggest, I'm not sure if you're doing this, but I will suggest to create a Udemy course. Like go on Udemy and create courses, you know, about this, because I think you can actually you can do really well with Udemy. So this is also another for everyone who's watching. If you are familiar with Udemy, I also had a course. I still have like the course there, but maybe I will do something for Udemy. But for anyone who is listening, you know, Udemy is also a very, very good option for you to just you know, just go out there and create courses, especially because you have a lot of experience in like in the Excel with the formulas. It's just going to work really, really well, and I think you should definitely do that as well. Okay, Abe, thanks again for your donation, and hope to see you as well in the next streams. So let's go for Demi. Thank you for sharing for donating, and like I promised, I'm gonna skip the line, so I'm gonna go to you next, because as you're next. So okay, intro video, Demi. I mean, you heard me many times, so I hope you will edit very soon. Here again, you know, there's not a lot of things you should include, but just like specific, like niches, specific numbers, you know, like things like that. Like that's something that is very, very important to have. But again, you can keep it short, keep it clear. But for example, if you help like real estate agencies, you can help maybe fitness studios. Like you have to be more and more specific on that. That's going to help you, just because sometimes, for example, if I come to your profile, like I want you to make, for example, a website, I'll be like, okay, I work with marketing. You have here like e-commerce development. This is good. Like, you know, you have focus in e-commerce, but if you have maybe other like things that you can include, that will be like, okay, you know, he's doing this for, you have it for drop shipping, you have it for like marketing. I work with like marketing agencies, because sometimes you don't want to limit yourself as well, even though your gig says like a drop shipping, but maybe you can actually do it for some other ones. So you want to use your about me as a way of like, you know, trying to target different types of groups of people. So let me check your gig as well here. I will definitely have like, it must be a video of you. Like I just, you know, would love to have like you just have a okay, so Right. So I'm just looking at the chat. Everything's good, guys. No need to spam. I will. You have this post. I will go to the next. After Demi, we'll go there as well and see. I'm not a big fan of the videos that are like this sort of. I would rather you have your video like that, like actually you speaking, showing like just again you can go and make like a, let's say, go in the studio or go in the meeting room or just at home. You can just design like record this video that you can just speak to the audience, tell them the name, tell them the projects you work with, because that's like a big selling point. When you have a video like this, you're not really like personalized, you're not really like different than others, because it's a lot easier for people to create something like this. And it's not really about the work you have done, like here, it's always going to look nice. Like whenever you show on the first like side, things will look nice. But when you actually speak yourself, I work with this, I have experienced this. Maybe if you worked, let's say, in the company, in the agency, you can also mention that. Like there's just, you never know which words will make the person go and work with you. That's why I highly encourage you to have the video. The other thing I've seen that so besides those pictures that you can have a picture, up to 2 pictures. You can also have the PDF. You can have the PDF, and the PDF you can include in a lot more information there. Like, for example, you can show them what will be good is to show them the process. You can say, for example, step 1 is this, step 2 is that, step 3, so people can understand what will be the next steps. Years of experience in Shopify store design, help brands. And honestly, Demi, I would love to see you on X as well, because you can be just getting a lot of clients from X. By the work you're doing, you can be just getting a lot more clients on X. I mean, you've seen it, for example, with Florian. So I showed him just recently. Is the same thing. Like, he's showing the social media designs, he's showing these things. You can be showing completed, because I've seen as well on X, there are a lot of people who are sharing their websites, their projects, and the amount of reach and the amount of views, it's just insane. It can help you a lot. So I will suggest to also look and do it there. Also, for example, another thing for everyone, but I think for you will be also very important, is that when the buyer comes to you and sends you a message on Fiverr in the inbox, you can share like a YouTube video, right? And in that YouTube video, you can explain more like how things works, and you can do this YouTube video like recording yourself as well. Like, there are just a lot of cool things that you can come up with and do that. And I will definitely have several. For example, I will try to open gigs in different categories. Like, for example, you can do like a drop shipping, but for example, now people are also like Framer is becoming very, very big. I'm sure you know about the Framer. So that's something. For example, you can also try. I will build. You can do like a Framer website or Wix website for your personal brand. So personal brand is very, very important, because like these types of even like link in bio, right? We have a lot of things. So I will definitely experiment more, because especially that you're just at the beginning, try to open as many gigs as you can, right? And just try to experiment, because this is like when you go on Fiverr and you see, like, I know a couple of people who are doing really well with drop shipping, but it's just been like always there many, many years. There are just a lot of ideas. For example, I will build, you can even say like, well, you can also come up something with the AI as well, because it's important, but I will still like try to explore. Even, for example, when you do Wix, professional website design, you can say I will build a personal brand website on Wix. I will build a real estate. I will build a website for your real estate agency. I will build a website for your health and wellness business, right? You can go more specific on that. Okay, so this is good, and definitely needs to have more projects. I understand that you're just maybe starting out, but if you can, try to have more and more projects. Like, even you can do like maybe some projects, for example, with Fiverr, you need some time to get things going. So you can actually do maybe projects like a lower price, but you can close those clients, so you can have enough portfolio. And don't just put like one picture. Try to like, because you can separate this in like multiple pictures. You can show, for example, how website looked before, how website looked after, right? You can kind of like make this journey, if of course client is also comfortable with this. So guys, I'm not doing it for money. Please don't say that. But we have also list. But if you guys want to skip the line, that's just how things happen. So yeah, if you guys don't want to, because many things, like I said, I'm saying they are applying for not just for that specific person, but they can be applied for you. So I think, I don't know, like if I will be joining a stream like this, I'll be just happy because maybe this will give ideas for you to implement. Instead of being upset and angry, you can just yeah, or I will yeah, maybe it's better to not do these types of streams. So again, guys, you know, I hope you're learning, because there are just a lot of things you know, you can implement on your Fiverr journey, instead of, you know, like I would say this, especially this year, it's all about, you know, trying to, like, for example, what you see on X, you can just be getting a lot of clients. So okay, so I'm gonna do Alexander the last one, and we're gonna go back to the list. So that's something. Alexander, just share your. I remember you shared your Fiverr username before, but you can share it again, so I can just go over your profile, give you some tips. I can just take it from here. Again, guys, please don't be upset. Like, I mean, you know, it's obviously takes time to do these things, and I don't want you to say that I'm doing this for money, because I mean, I'm not asking you for anything for course, or like I'm not selling any courses or anything like that. So I truly want to help you, but as you understand that these things takes time, and we're already doing this for 2 hours, so. Okay, so Alex, thanks for again for coming to the stream. One thing is as well, I've seen your profile before actually as well, but I want to suggest you must as well include your intro video. This is just something that is very important. And the same, for example, for the Abe, as he was doing this, you know, also the Excel formulas charts, like, you know, it's like you want to come up, for example, I'll create interactive dashboard and Excel, but you can be more specific. Like, for example, you can create, I will create for your clients. You can do it, for example, I will create it for your agency, you know, clients, or you can be, for example, I'll create interactive dashboard for your SaaS, you know, business. So you can be more specific, because right now, as you know, the trends are AI, SaaS, everything. So you can just be benefiting a lot from actually using those terms, you know. And of course, you can always change your gig title, right? It's not good to change it a lot of times, but it's still a good idea. If you don't see any traction, you can tweak your title a little bit more, and that way see essentially if that's going to bring your sales or not. Again, showing picture of yourself. I understand that people want the graphs, but still showing pictures of yourself is important, and then you have those graphs, and maybe you can list as well, for example, for what these graphs are, if it's like for SaaS, if it's for other things. So those something that I will definitely do. And for services like this, like you need to have the the consultations as well. Like, you know, for services like this, you also want to include, for example, a gig where you can have just, you can charge for a consultation. For example, if the clients come to you, he's like, hey, I want to jump on the call, I have some quick question. You can say, here's the gig I have, like I charge, doesn't matter how much, you set the price, and we get on a call and we will look at everything together, right? Because that's what you want to brand yourself as a professional, right? And you have a good branding. I mean, top rate seller, pro seller, you know, picture of you, so you have a lot of credibility on Fiverr. You can just be doing things that will maybe, okay, you have to spend 1 hour of your time, but you know, in reality, in reality, you will still be able to just increase your sales by just talking to your clients instead of doing it for free as well. So I like that you have like different countries, certified project manager professional, Six Sigma black belt. This stuff is great, but definitely have like, I will, for example, for 2025, like before the summer, just take video of you more seriously and put it up out there. For the gigs, I will suggest a few things as well here. Just go. So remember, when you, for example, visit the image gallery for details, choose your option, fully configure your file. You should really outline, for example, if you have any questions, feel free to send me a message. Or for example, if your buyer requires you to contact you first before placing an order, you also should outline this, because that's going to help you prevent other things as well. So what do I say with this gig? Can I request a revision after receiving my project plan? Minor adjustments, send me a message. I'll be glad to help you. Person green package, 2 revisions for free, no question asked. This is good. You should definitely outline this, because, and for other things as well, because you want to protect yourself. If your buyer is going to go complain to the support, at least you have some proof that you outline that these are the things, these other things needs to be done as well. But I will really, because for example, of course your niche is different than mine, but I will definitely, like, if I were you, I will definitely go like very also heavy on YouTube, and just do those screen recordings as well, and see how much traffic you can get from YouTube, because you can be getting a lot of traffic from that. And also, I will definitely consider creating Udemy courses, like just for a way for you to see maybe additional income, because Udemy as a platform, like it's kind of like there is just a lot of market for the people to find you. And you can do, because it seems like, I mean, you can record the screen, you can give people suggestions, tips, and that can be as additional revenue stream as well for you to to be making. But don't forget to please reply. Like, I've seen you didn't reply for, like, these things are important. You never know when the buyer just going to open up the reply and they will see it. So feel free, of course, to always reply. And also, I want to see something here as well. And try, this is another thing, like, you guys can just add more extras. Like, for example, if you have this gig, try to include in the extra, oops, I was not showing you. Let me show you here again. So if you have, you can see now, for example, if you go here, you can see your extras, right? Try to include another, like, more extras, like, just even though that you offer something different in another gig, you can also include it there, because you never know, like, maybe one gig is getting a lot of traffic, another gig is not. You can help by cross selling these types of things as well. So it's all about experimenting, but you never know when the traffic is going to come. Okay, guys, so we are going back to our post. So again, please don't be upset. Honestly, like, I mean, the reason why I'm doing live, I just wanted to see, like, to potentially help. I know you guys want me to review, but I don't want people are getting upset or saying I'm doing it for the money. But that's what happened on one of the first streams. So I appreciate your time being here. And again, I want to make sure you guys can succeed on Fiverr. Hopefully you've been watching some of the content I've been putting out. I actually haven't recorded like the sit down content, but I have an interview is coming soon. So I think that's this week. So I hope you're gonna like it, because the story is very, very interesting from the person I had interview. So yeah. Okay, Alex, thanks again for your donation and review. So Mohammed, again, guys, that's the thing. Like, I don't want you to be upset, but like, I'm also going to be repeating myself a lot of times, because I don't know if you really want to hear what I want to say, or if you just want your profile to see, like, I see your profile. Like, I mean, I always go, I've seen probably so many profiles, because I'm always looking at what kind of services that are out there, what gigs, what is happening with other sellers, because it's, you know, we are on this marketplace. We need to see what is working, because when this NFT boom happened like a few years ago, there's so many people who were like having hundreds of orders in queue, like by doing NFT, drawing NFT, and that was a huge boom, right? That's not anymore at the moment. So it's always important to look at, see what is working. Okay, so 3 years of experience, Mohammed, like please include the video of yourself. It's very, very important. Like it's just a must. Also, like guys, when you're doing the videos, try to like test and see how they look, because even though if you're doing it like, for example, vertically, right, it's still not gonna look good. You see, like it's getting like, you know, stretched. So it's not gonna look good. So try to just post it horizontally, but then, for example, you can make it, you can optimize it for the size. But yeah, we have good reviews. This is good. Seller response. Thank you. You can definitely yeah. So try again. You can use like ChatGPT to help you with the responses as well to the feedback. But just keep them like, for example, because the buyers, they're reading this as well. Like they will see it, and then that will encourage them to come back to you and work with you again. But the thing is, I will suggest definitely like you know, these things are good, but you're competing with like, you know, a lot of sellers, and I will definitely suggest to increase the price. Don't start, for example, you can start with $5, but at your case here, you should be definitely you should be definitely charging more than $5, and you should be like, don't be afraid. Nothing's going to happen. Like you'll be surprised that the buyers that are ordering now, they're going to be ordering still. I'll design employee card, identity card, student card in bulk. This is also interesting. I mean, this can definitely helpful. But I would say that probably you get orders like, for example, if it's student card, I mean, probably it's going to be like end of the summer, beginning of September, like depends when the university starts. So it's like more a season, but yeah, this is still interesting. But for example, if you really want to take, like, try to create, you know, for example, social media posts. Try to create even like well, thumbnails are very, very popular. But if you explore the market, you can make, for example, you know, you can make something for Etsy as well. You can do like a Etsy, you know, for the Etsy platform. You can also come up with like more. I will definitely come up with more gigs, like more options you have, and try to, because you know, when you are offering, especially like prices like this, you know, it's good to think about the service that you will have, which you will charge more than that, you know, because if you want to grow, like you want to become top rate seller, pro seller, you need to make sure you're charging more, like $90, $100. So it's good to think about building some kind of service that is a bit more a higher ticket service. Like, let's say something that will cost $100 to do it, right? So, but again, I hope you were on the stream, or maybe you're watching this on the replay. So I'm gonna go to next. Guys, again, if you want me to review, I'm just gonna go. I will be going through this list, so you can go into the here and then basically go to the new newest. So I'm gonna go over. We have a lot of more people, so I'll do my best to get it, but you can just leave your just the username as people are leaving, and I'll be happy to review. So let me just go back. Ask. I think I do remember going over your profile. If you can correct me or not, but
Ever wonder why some brands blow up overnight while others stay invisible? It's
okay.
not luck. It's I'm asking. And for 5 years, I've been behind some of highest performing.
I like this. I mean, it's a good. The only thing I will improve is your audio. Like, get some microphone. Like, because guys, you have to remember, audio is very important. Like, this is probably the most important thing that you can have when people are listening, because it's good to have graphics, but your audio is not very, very clear. So yeah, again, I think I did go over some of your profiles, but I'll create dropshipping video ads. Again, you can do, for example, instead of like drop shipping, you can do SaaS, for example, for your SaaS. SaaS is getting big. I mean, people are like, it used to be drop shipping, courses, and now it's like SaaS AI. So I will come up with options for like targeting the SaaS businesses, because that's something is like, it's normal to see a decline in the drop shipping, because it's just not you won't find as much let's say demand right now for the drop shipping as it used to be before. It's still there, but it's not as before. Right now there is like SaaS is just like booming, or of this like building in public, right? So you can really come up with a lot of these ads for that type of businesses. For example, I will also create, for example, I'll create ads for your health, for your beauty brand, or for your so you can really go more in the niche of different sort of types of businesses, because you can create more gigs than that. You're level 2 seller as well, so there is a good opportunity for you to just explore more niches there. Okay, so let me just check, guys. Okay, so if you have any questions, thanks for joining, guys. I will be wrapping up soon, but please, guys, don't. So the reason why I ask you to write the username in the post is that even though because previously we did it in the live chat, if you put it out there, it's easier for me to come back and start it again. So right, just just for you, because we don't have a lot of people here watching, but still, I know you guys want me to review your profile. So just remember, if you put it on the post, just the username, no need to put your links, just the usernames. I will be able to find you eventually. So like this, we keep everyone is happy. And yeah, Aaron, thanks for joining. Just put it in the in the post that you see. So you have a pinned comment. So just put it in the post, your username there, and I'll get back to it. So I will wrap up soon, but I will do more live, and I will actually come back from that list. So the next time you watch live. Okay, so we have Makpal. Thank again for leaving your profile to review. Again, intro video, it will be very, very important. Like, you can't imagine, like, just how much more traffic you can get from just having your video, the intro video. I'll create interactive Power BI dashboards, data visualization. It's cool, actually. I mean, this niche is definitely very interesting, but especially if you're just starting out, I mean, you have to experiment. So I will suggest, like in your case, to, of course, when you're opening up your gigs, for example, here you have this gig in the data dashboard. You can, I mean, it's a must. Like you have to go and look. For example, even when I'm opening now the best selling, let's say, you can already see what, like, people have their picture, they have their information, they have what they are doing. So you can already learn a lot from that. And for example, when I'm looking at this, like I want to kind of click here, I want to click on the the person that explains. Of course, you'll have buyers who wants like specific things, but they can always, like, if you want to share, for example, how the dashboards, your results, they will see it. They will eventually go to your profile here, and then you can use that PDF option, right, as here, and you can actually list down more and more and more options, right? So that's why it's just very important. And again, when you open up the gigs, just open up the 1 hour consultation gigs at the same time, because some of these gigs are more complicated than others. So for some people, it's just easier to jump on that call with you. They will pay you for your time, and they can know exactly what you want to create, because you never know, like maybe someone is looking at your profile who is like, okay, I want to work with this person, I have a lot of projects, but I need like someone to speak first, and then I will be able to do like to offer more projects. But if you're at the beginning, I will definitely suggest you to check out, I have this course which is free. and you can just see what I'm suggesting, like how to optimize your profile, the other things. So I hope this will be useful. So this is free, guys. Again, you can just check it out. And yes, so guys, I will be wrapping up now. It's been fun, so I hope you enjoyed. Again, guys, I appreciate really your coming, and I'm happy to do this more. I'm happy to go like over your profiles more. If you're just coming here, just remember you can go to my YouTube channel, and you will find this post here. So you can see I'm currently sharing my screen, so you can see this post, right? So if you go to my YouTube channel here, I'll just show you again. You can click on the posts, and here you can just leave a comment. And again, just don't like write the username, because YouTube does removes so just write the username. Don't need to put your link. I can find your profile by going there, and you can see if we sorted by the new, by the new one here. There are still more reviews to be done, but I will do them during the next live when you join. So yeah, thanks for joining, guys, again, and have a great rest of your week, and keep pushing and have a productive, more happy clients, more happy buyers, good feedbacks, and yeah, take care, guys. See you in the next live.